Listen, there are some things that make no sense to me at all, no matter how much I think about them. And to be perfectly honest, right, they worry me. A lot. To the point where I feel that the human race is doomed, man. It's fucking doomed. So shit, man. Let me open up to you and tell you them. And if anyone has any answers or explanations to these that will make me feel more at ease with the world, I don't know, I'll give you something. The things that some people are willing to pay money for worry me, alright? Now, for example, this children's doll here, which boasts that you can shave the baby. Shave the baby? Who the fuck wants to shave their baby? That's disturbing, man. And even more disturbing than that, right? Why does this baby have a forest of pubes? And a hairy ass? That looks disgusting, man. It's hairier than mine. But listen, as if the thought of a baby that literally has thick ginger locks protruding from his arse crack wasn't worrying enough, right? There's a food that's apparently quite popular in some parts of America that is way more worrying.
It may not look like much, but what we have here is deep fried butter.
Deep fried butter! But why does this exist? Was drinking bleach not seen as a fast enough way to kill yourself, so they made this? Why? Who looks at a stick of butter and says to themselves, "Fuck off, I'm not eating that, mate. Fucking rabbit food, that's too healthy." And then decides to deep fry it. That looks disgusting.
I feel so utterly disgusted with myself for eating just butter.
Yet, despite feeling so fucking disgusting, right, here she is, happily eating butter. And with a fucking fork. Mind you. And as if that wasn't unhealthy enough, right, this fucking death stick is then glazed with what I sincerely hope is icing sugar. But I don't know, man. Apparently this is a thing in some parts of America. But this isn't the most confusing thing from around there. I'll get back to America in a second, right? But for the time being, let's move on. Okay, now listen, before I start this point, right, answer me this question. Is it necessary for me to tell people not to eat dog shit? Is it? No, of course not, right? That's common sense, isn't it? So of course, I don't need to tell people that, right? Right. But some of the safety warnings that are written in certain places, it's honestly fucking worrying. What do you mean, Grade? For example, right, at the start of every episode of the TV show Jackass, there's a little message where they remind you that copying the stunts performed on this show yourselves, i.e. copying stunts like this, and this, and this, might not be a good idea. How is that not common sense for people? See, this is what I'm talking about, mate, right? Do people not have any common sense anymore? The show is pretty much a bunch of guys trying to break as many of their own bones as they can, right? Yet despite that being what the show's all about, the show's producers still feel the need to remind people that they probably shouldn't try those things themselves. Because there are enough people out there who watch this and think they should. We're doomed, man. The human species is fucking doomed. But even more inexplicable than that, right? Just have a look at this shit, man. Look what's written on this label. Keep away from fire. What? Everything should be kept away from fire, right? Literally everything. Now listen, as if that wasn't common sense enough, right? That you shouldn't need to be told to keep things away from fire. But even more than that, right? Why is keep away from fire considered something worth writing on my fucking underwear? My fucking underwear, man. Keep away from fire was literally written on my underwear. Who the fuck thinks that underwear is fireproof? Listen, how stupid are some people? As if this is considered a necessary sign to have, what else is necessary? Put food in mouth and not up arse? The fucking idiots. Where would they get this kind of idea from? Where do people get the idea that things as simple as fucking clothes can have these crazy abilities, like being fireproof and shit? Where on earth could they have got... Oh, for fuck's sake! And finally, right, do you remember before how I mentioned the thing about deep fried butter being a thing in America, right? Well, speaking of crazy things that Americans do, how the fuck did you guys let this bitch beat Bernie? I cannot believe that, right? Now listen, I hate to get political, right? Just kidding, mate. I love this shit. But how did Hillary not get destroyed by Bernie Sanders? Listen, generally speaking, right, her main interests are looking out for the top 1%, right? And his main interests are to genuinely look out for the other 99%. So given that, in theory, there should be 99 times as much people voting for Bernie than there was for Hillary, how the fuck does he not win by a landslide?
We haven't had a woman to be president yet, so we need to have a woman to be president. Being a woman running for president. Being the first woman president.
Be a woman president of the United States of America.
If you vote for somebody on the merits, one of my merits is I'm a woman.
You fucking bitch! Are you telling me that she won just because she's not a man? Whoa, fucking hell, mate! You don't have a cock or bollocks! You're clearly fit to run my country! What a shit reason to vote for someone! Not because of their good traits or their policies, right? But because of what's not between their fucking legs. It's these fucking feminists, man! I hate them! Listen, I don't get it. Do these feminists look at Obama and think, hey, that black guy got a turn to be president, now it's our turn?
We haven't had a woman to be president yet.
We haven't had a female president yet? Well, shit, Hillary. We haven't had a child president either. Is that a good idea? And how about a dog president after that? Should we do that next? And then a fucking ISIS president after that? Let's just let everyone have a go at being president. After all, what's the worst that could happen? It's not like having someone underqualified to be president can fuck up the entire country or anything like that. Oh, wait! Yes, it can! Listen, I cannot fucking believe the voting public, right? If you're voting someone in just because, oh, we haven't had one of those be president yet, I'm sorry, right? But please go die right now. Right fucking now. Like I said, right? It's fucking over, man. We are fucking doomed. I cannot believe that there are so many people willing to vote like this. And don't get me started on